Hello and welcome to Studio 110 Podcast. My name's Rio. I'm a model and a singer, and I'm based here in Miami. I'm here with my two favorite people in the world.
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm a model and I'm also based in Miami.
Period.
I am Brandon, and I'm probably the best stylist you'll ever meet in your life.
Oh, period.
To play off of that, we're all wearing everything. My brand, Bad Decisions.
Sponsored, produced by Brandon Dawson, Bad Decisions.
A
Bad
Bad Decisions
Decisions.
production.
Literally. No, not gonna lie, I shoot for Bad Decisions pretty often. The clothes are so good. Like, there's never something I put on and I'm like, I don't know about that. It's always iconic.
It makes me feel like that bitch.
Period.
And this is our segue to Studio 110. Welcome to our first episode.
Yes. Fun fact. Studio 110 is a real place.
It's a monument that you can visit here in Miami. Exclusive list.
Period. Checked at the door.
Security and everything.
90% of the time you'll get turned around, but
It
You know,
depends
it's
on
worth a
what you're
shot.
wearing. That's the real question.
Hottest club in town, actually. But that's how we all met, kind of. Like, so I met Shay first. Super cool. We have been friends since middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Besties.
Glow up and everything.
Literally from day one when we looked
okay,
like
let's
crazy.
do first impressions. What was your first impression of
I
Shania?
honestly do not remember when I had first met Rio.
It was
You
so
know-
much trauma you blacked out.
Yeah, probably.
My first real memory that I have of Shay. So Shay's like full name is Shania, and she got me by Shania Twain perfume for my birthday.
Did I really? That I don't even remember. But that's something that's iconic really, because my mom used to pick a lot of the gifts to give to my friends, and she's like, I think your friend would like this.
No, it was so
That's
funny.
so funny.
I literally never forgot about it since
That's
then.
iconic.
No, it was iconic.
I didn't
That's
even
why
know she had perfume.
I didn't either. But okay,
Did it smell good?
Yeah, I think so. I kept it for a long time.
And what happened to it? You threw it away.
Yeah. It was like 12-year-old perfume. And now
Damn.
I think I threw it
Shania
out when I was
Twain.
like 18.
That's so funny.
Moving into like my college dorm. But yeah, that's how I met Shay. So I met Brandon through FIU kind of. Like we both lived in like this place called 4th Street. Bitch, ghetto.
The college entry apartment was crazy.
It was
Like-
actually insane.
Every day you could walk down the hallway. You could see a nice group of mold growing.
Some dog
Oh.
shit.
The trash is full. Like then you have random strangers living with you because each thing was like least like.
Girl, there was
Per
like
room.
8 people per fucking like apartment.
Anyways, what connected us was a crackhead.
A literal crackhead.
That's her nickname because we don't like to conjure her up. But
Not conjure.
her nickname is Crackhead, and she owed some money to some people, and
Yeah.
I met Nikki,
yeah,
which
basically.
was, I guess, the come up of, you know.
Literally. So that's when I met Brennan, like around college era. And we just became friends one day because we just sat down and watched like My 600-Pound Life.
Oh my God. with,
That's how you guys bonded?
Yes.
That and
I
like
came over.
ANTM.
And we just started watching America's Next Top Model and my 600-pound life.
With the twins. No,
Um,
Tammy with like the
Oh no, it was 1,000-pound sisters.
that one.
1,000-pound sisters.
How many shows of that are there?
Too many. Those bitches need to hit a
Girl.
treadmill before they hit the reality show.
They lost weight.
Thank God.
They look scary, but they lost weight.
So that was your bonding? That was your bonding moment?
Reality TV was our bonding moment during COVID, and then we just get like super drunk with like my roommates and like their friends and stuff.
And then they all sizzled out, and I was there.
Period.
It was just us two.
The real ones.
The ones that made it out. COVID was a scary time, but I'm glad we're out of that.
Yeah.
Now we're in Miami. We're living our lives, and You live in like,
I lived in Broward.
yeah,
Broward County, 950.
period. And now she made it out to the 305.
So originally, how me and Brandon met was because of Rio, actually, which is very funny. In the meantime, like, I was still living with my parents, and then I probably met Brandon once when we all like went to the beach, or it was like some type of hangout at
It
the
was
beach.
definitely a beach vibe.
I thought he was cool, but mind you, we only met each other once. And then at that time, I was going through a whole change in my life with moving out and like having my own freedom and responsibility and just like figuring things out on my own. And then my plan in my head was to just like sleep in my car pretty much. But then I would like end up couch surfing in friends' houses. Like I did a few weeks at Rio's house until, you know, her parents started getting suspicious.
That's when I lived with them.
She was like, "Oh, why is Shania here every
I
day?"
was like, she's just sleeping over. Like, we're just going out.
Dude, I'll never forget. One time they forgot that, like, well, I guess they didn't realize I was there still. And then one time, I think I was in the bathroom, and then I don't mind, like,
My dad thought
yeah,
it was me in the
your dad comes knocking on the door, and he goes, "Hey, Nikki, you want a sandwich or something?" Like, I'm gonna go get a sandwich, and then I'm like, quiet in the bathroom. I'm like, and then
I come out of my room.
He didn't know you were there.
no, he didn't. They didn't know I was still there. They didn't know I was there after all this time because they thought I was like maybe there for like a day or two. But I probably like was there for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and then
But you gotta remember, like, I would leave on vacation with my family and be like, here's the code, here's the fob.
A
Like,
real
go,
one.
Go in. Like,
I was like chilling. I was like, oh,
So-
bet.
like they didn't know for real how long she was there. Like, it was
Yeah, I
just none
had
of
the
their
whole
business.
apartment to myself while they were on family vacation.
Sis had a whole MTV crib schedule to come
No,
over.
literally.
Like, welcome to my crib.
But there was that, and then like he was surprised that she came out of.
My room.
Yeah, he goes, "What the heck? Who's in here?" And she goes, "Shania." And I was like, "Hey." But yeah, so I pretty much couch surfed on like friends' places, and then
Once my parents caught on.
yeah, I was like, okay, like I need to figure out a new plan. And then I guess Nikki had mentioned it to Brandon. Sorry, Rio. And then
Alter ego.
and then Brandon was like, she could stay with me.
Period.
And then I was like-
literally, I was like,
I felt the good energy.
you were such a fucking angel doing that. And like, low key, that's like part of your character. Like, every time I hear about like someone else, I'm like, yeah, I just let them like live with me. I'm like,
I was
that's
low
crazy.
key shook. I was like, okay, in my head, because I was like, I just met him. He's super cool, super nice. And then I also didn't imagine how long I would stay there for. But the fact that he opened up his home shows like his character.
For sure.
And
Thing.
I love you for that.
Thanks.
Literally.
Me too.
A fucking angel.
But
Yeah.
that's where Studio 110 stems from.
Literally.
Because,
Yeah.
like, good vibes, positivity.
Lots of
and, like,
memories, lots of stories.
sure.
right. And skill building.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like it's not just like us three that have lived in Studio 110. It's also like Michelle and like Grace and like a couple
Everybody
other
that's
people.
lived there.
Literally,
Who's
like,
gone on to get married, to
Period.
be the director of a museum,
The
Period.
bigger
to, you
things
know.
of life.
And actually, a crazy thing that Brandon actually just told me is that he looked up like the meaning behind 110, 110, and it's like all about growth.
Oh yeah, the numerology behind. There's numerology behind living in each address, and 110 means like a new growth, new beginning, new.
I
like,
love that.
Isn't
Because
that
that's
crazy?
very true.
Right?
That's so true.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely like grew a lot living there.
Me
Mind you,
too.
he had a whole like inflatable bed for me in his bedroom. I was just crashing there every night. Like he was so kind about like how long I stayed there for until like I
in
kept
between all of my
He literally didn't
the
care.
clothing racks.
I
and
know. But honestly, I
thousands of
thought it
pieces
was a
of clothes.
vibe. I thought it was cool. I love the way it's decorated and like everything
It's such a good
accessorized.
vibe.
Yeah.
That's how
The
he.
accumulation.
You living in like the clothing racks is how he found the photo of you as a baby.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
We have like this dresser shelf situation
area in the living room.
in the living room, and he found a picture of Shay, and it's her as
While
a
he
baby.
was cleaning out his closet, he goes, it came out of nowhere, and he goes, what the
It
fuck?
was stuck in the clothing racks. I was going through the clothing racks, and then
And I
all of
don't
a
know
sudden,
how that ended up there.
all of a sudden, this old vintage photo like falls out, and it's like this random child, and I'm like staring at the photo. I'm like, who could this be? Like, and then
It's the lady in the vent.
I text you, and I don't think it's gonna be you. And you're like, bitch, that's me as a child.
But I don't understand because that was literally like in my laptop case. I don't understand, one, how that escaped from there. Two, how that ended up in your closet. So I was like,
No,
That's
the
me.
racks.
So weird.
Oh, the
yeah,
rack.
the
Yeah.
clothing racks.
but it's still, how did it end up there?
It was
That's the
so strange.
question.
So
But
he
anyways,
put
now
that
it's
up.
front and center on the shrine on
I
her.
love that.
And then I found a Polaroid of all three of us, and it's
So
labeled
cute.
Angels because our group chat is called Charlie's Angels.
I feel like it was, we took that picture here, right?
No, we took it at my mom's apartment.
Oh, was it?
We had
Okay.
like a bottle.
I
or
love
I
that
thought it was here
picture.
too.
I thought it was here.
Yeah.
When you were recording
No.
your first,
No, it
what
at
was
my
it?
mom's.
Single?
Deeper.
Yeah.
No, that song's not even sexual. It's like such a vibe. First song ever. I actually wrote it during COVID, and then that's how I met Shen. We're here in Penthouse Studios. Best studio I've ever been to, honestly. Like, I got started because I was doing art on the walls, and then like one day they were like, "Oh, do you want?" One day, like, they were like, "Oh, do you want to record something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got a little something written out. It's just like me in my
Just a
feelings,
little something.
in my feelings on my notes app." And then all of a sudden, we're like recording my first single, and then that was like the birth of Rio Jade.
Love that.
Um,
Love that. Lots of growth throughout this year.
Dude,
well,
yeah.
lots of growth from like, I feel like COVID till now.
Oh, for sure,
For sure.
for sure.
That was
COVID
definitely,
was a goddamn mess.
yeah. 2021, I think, was the year that I had moved out and then I started living with you.
Yeah,
that-
was it that long ago?
Yeah.
It
'cause
was.
Now it's about to be like
It's
3
crazy.
years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Time flies.
Wow, good for us, guys. We did so much in 3 years.
I love that for us. Our friendship staying strong,
Okay.
growth, leveled up.
What are you guys the most proud of since you moved to Miami?
Ooh. For me, I would say one, getting my own place. I still rent, but I live like in a decent
pop
place
You
in
pop
Miami
in.
by myself. Maybe I shouldn't say by myself.
Well,
but
we don't need to know where.
yeah. But I bought my own car the
Period.
year after, and then I've also had a lot of amazing opportunities for modeling and for also meeting a lot of cool people in the industry.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that I feel like I'm very blessed.
For sure.
And our friendship. I don't mean to be
Mm.
sappy.
Oh.
I don't mean to be sappy though.
So cute.
Is that from the heart or the 3-shot?
Both.
What about you?
What am I proud of? I don't know. My little situation I built here. Like I moved
Yes.
from Maryland, didn't know anyone,
Love
Period.
that.
moved here for school, made my little fashion styling business, built my
Popping
foundation of friends. You know,
Iconic.
it's hard not having family around you,
For
like
sure.
within like close proximity. So
would
I
be
have to
fucked.
like, right. So I have to kind of like build my foundation around myself, which
Yeah.
is why I pick my friends closely.
For sure. I also agree. Like, I think all my friends are like family to me, for sure. Like, I think the thing I'm most proud of is like just like becoming an adult. Like, I moved out of my parents' house. I'm done with school. I'm like trying to figure out life on my own while still like doing music and modeling. And I love both those things, but damn, they're expensive. So I'm like,
It's definitely rough. I feel like
Yeah.
people do
It's-
not talk about that enough, especially in your 20s, that transition from being like a teen to being an adult.
for sure.
And then also pursuing something in the entertainment industry, whether it's like modeling or acting or music. That shit is rough.
It is.
Like,
Luckily,
people do not talk about that enough.
yeah. Luckily, I've had like good luck with acting, but I don't know. I'm still like, nothing's for certain in these industries. You could work for like Telemundo and American Red Cross in the same week and then not get work for like 2 years. Like,
Yes, but I also feel like this is so like cliche of me to say, but I feel like if you don't give up, success is inevitable.
I agree. I totally agree. Like, I think about it even just with like my music stuff. Like, I see what I was doing with my first single versus like now, and I'm like, wow, like I get it now. Like, I'm not an expert, but like I have a grasp on it.
Yeah. I
The
love
only
that.
thing that's going against you when you're like hustling in these industries is like Miami itself.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, just speaking of Studio 110, like when I first moved into that apartment, it was probably less than half the price that I'm paying now.
yeah, it's insane.
Inflation
Roommates,
is
by the way.
crazy.
The amount that we're
Inflation
paying
is
each
crazy.
living together, that was the total rent.
I know. Like,
Back in the
I
day,
I
like-
think about that a lot. Like, even like when we watch Sex in the City and Carrie's like, I spent $500 on these designer shoes and it's like my rent. Your rent was $500, bitch.
Mind you,
Moved to
another
Miami, ho.
another
couldn't-
thing that I loved living with Brandon, the kind soul that he is that when I was like crashing at his place, he never asked me for any type of money. Like, he had another roommate, but when I was crashing there, he never asked me for any type of money, but I would try to pay him what I could while also like, you know, saving for a place that I would be able to afford. But I think
The story
that was
would have
very
been
kind with
different
him.
if I didn't see you like actually, you know, hustling and out there and
If
trying
I
to
was
like
just like
make money.
lounging on your
Yeah,
couch.
if I woke up every day and you're just kind of like
This
watching
bitch is
TV.
just watching
and,
TV
like,
every day.
then it's like cut the
No.
check. But like
yeah.
you were like rebuilding yourself. So it just
Shay's
Yeah.
becomes
always
like
been a good person and a hard worker. Like, there's no way I would have like even pitched, like told you anything about the situation if I didn't think that she couldn't do it, you know?
This is where I also believe this also kind of courted me, but like I think that you meet people for a reason, and the fact that me and Rio have been friends since middle school, and then I had met Brandon around the time that like I was going through a rough patch in my life. Like, I think everything just connects.
no, for sure.
yeah.
Because when I met you was around the time when we started going out like every day together.
Literally.
So like if we weren't going,
You guys are a little cray cray.
we call that a crazy.
I love that
Segue.
though. I love that.
But yeah, we were going out every day. So like,
We don't do that anymore.
imagine it was once a week and we didn't cross paths. It would have been a whole different story.
Yeah.
It was
You
still
know,
always
like-
a movie hanging out with you guys. I was like, okay, this is what it's feel like to like have some freedom party.
Like,
Yes.
I don't know how we did that shit. Like,
That's
Miami,
so funny.
we probably bopped around every little spot in Miami. Like,
No, like from Miami to
Swiss?
Fort Lauderdale.
bitch.
We were on the strip on day, on South Beach by night.
What was
working
that
our way down.
restaurant that you guys used to go to?
Which one?
Where Maggie used to work.
Maggie.
Yes.
That was so iconic.
That was the after the club 4 a.m., 5 a.m. situation.
restaurant
Yes.
situation.
It was
I
called-
stopped going there when I got roofied at a club.
With me.
And
I think they were trying to
with
roofie him,
her,
but we were sharing a drink, so I got roofies.
so I got roofied, climbed out of the car. Well, we stopped at Maggie's. We ordered food. She went in to pick it up, and I'm throwing up in the back seat.
So wait, while he's like throwing up while I'm picking up the food, Maggie's like, she's Irish. Where's Brendan?
They were regulars.
Dying in the
She
car.
knew that by their first
Dying.
And I was like, he's not feeling too good. We're just gonna do a pickup order. I already ordered it. She's like, okay, you guys be safe.
So I'm throwing up, and then I, climb outside of the car, and I'm throwing up like on the back wheel, like trying to hide myself from everyone. And this homeless woman comes up to me, and she's like, "Are you okay? Am I okay?" When a
I'm
homeless
throwing up.
person asks if you're okay, and you're like hunched over a wheel at 5 a.m. on a random street, like, then you have to reprioritize your life.
Yeah, I
So I
think
stopped going out.
that was the night that we were like, okay, we can't keep doing this anymore.
Even though I got roofied. But like, it wasn't of my
You live and you learn.
Habits.
That's
That's for
Miami.
sure.
Miami definitely teaches you how to learn, how to survive, how to grow. Like,
Because it's so easy to get caught into that.
Lifestyle, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
so that's like a make or break point in Miami. Is like if you come here and you're here to party, if you don't have a plan underneath the party, you're fucked.
You're going
I
to go
think for
right back
me,
home.
For sure, when I had moved down, I started living with you. I partied
You
with
were disciplined though.
no, but I partied with you guys for like a month straight because I was like, oh, this is what it feels like to like have freedom and to not have a curfew and to like, you know, let loose, whatever. And then after like maybe a month, I was like, I really thought to myself, I was like, how do I party? How do I celebrate when like I don't even have my shit together, you know?
I get you.
And then it really like you come to think of it, I'm like, okay, like I need to set a plan. So like after that's why like I kind of like went ghost for a little bit
that's okay.
to like just really hustle and get my own place because I'm like, how do I celebrate when I don't even have a home of my own, you know?
That's how I always felt about like relationships. Like my parents are very, everyone in my family is very like married for 30 plus years, marriage, college, marriage, kids. Like
That's goals though.
it is goals, but at the same time, I'm still young and I'm not ready for that. So like, I don't know. Like,
I think everyone has their own timeline though. So it's like,
exactly.
who are you to compare someone's journey towards like, you know, somebody else, even if it is your family? Like,
Exactly. So I don't know. I think it's okay to like go ghost, get your shit together, like party when you want to party, like take care of yourself when you want to take care of yourself, and like if you can figure that out, like you can make Miami your bitch. Like
For sure. It's
I
all
feel
about
like-
balance.
yeah, for sure. I feel like it's definitely like distinguishing the party life, which can get kind of crazy, and then also like your actual goals of like what
Exactly.
you want to achieve in life.
yeah. And
like,
like
pulling
I'm
away
way
from
more
that.
focused on like my goals than like a husband and kids right now. Like
It's because also in Miami, a lot of people live off of their accolades. So like they'll do one hot thing and that's their personality for
Yeah.
the rest of their lives.
Like a reality show?
It could be a
basically-
reality show, like you worked with
Oh my
Blah,
god.
a
blah,
random
blah.
celeb. Yeah. They'll never downlive it.
I have to
Like-
talk about Love Island. Okay, Love Island US, fire. Love Island UK, horror show. Have you seen the filler?
Yeah, they look 50.
And they're
I have
like
not seen
they're
either.
younger than us on some of those girls.
See,
You
that's
would love
another
that
thing.
show.
You've
You and
never
your
seen Love
Pisces
Island?
ass.
I've seen. I think it's called Perfect Match. I think that one's on
No,
Netflix.
you need to watch Love Island.
Yeah, Love
Love
Island's
Island's the
better. I've
one.
watched Too Hot to Handle, but not that one.
Or maybe I've also seen that too.
Yeah.
I've seen Too Hot to Handle. I forget. But yeah,
You would love it.
for sure. I think when it comes to like cosmetics and everything, I think I'm also a really big believer in like self love and also
Okay,
like
wait. Before you continue, plastic surgery, for or against?
I'm for it.
Period. Plastic surgery, for or against?
Get what you need done.
Period.
Please.
I
get
totally
it
agree.
done.
I think if you want to get that shit done, you get that shit done. If you can afford to get that shit done, you get that shit done.
I think it's definitely just what makes you happy. I used to be an all like natural girly. I'm not gonna say what I got done. Maybe I will. I don't know. But I definitely feel like you know you only have one life, so
I
just
totally
do what
agree.
makes you happy. Like fuck what other people think.
I literally met this girl at a bar once, and she was like one of those girls that was like yapping about how plastic surgery is bad, and I'm just like, honestly, dude, like I really don't care if like other people get surgery. Like it has nothing to do with me, and if it makes them feel better, it makes them feel better. And it's like, if you want to be a bad bitch in this life, you got at least 60 years to be a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Like after that, you're done.
I think it just gets to a point which I think, you know, everyone at one point can kind of like relate to a little bit, but like sometimes it becomes a thing where it's like, I don't know if the right word is obsession, but
Yeah.
kind of like body dysmorphia, like you kind of just want more and more. So like people end up getting the obsession of like getting more work done, where it ends up not looking so good or so natural.
Well, that's where he comes in, where he's like, don't change what you look like, just perfect what you look like.
or enhance it a little
Yeah.
bit. But like
sure.
you have nice features already to begin with. Like your
Exactly.
ancestors gave you that shit.
Period. And we lasted a minute, baby.
But that ties into like the Miami effect. Like everyone gets so caught into like,
For sure.
I don't even know, like having the plumpest lips and the biggest tits and,
And
like,
the biggest
you know,
ass and
like
the
Biggest-
smallest
yep.
waist.
it's not a competition, babe.
Yeah.
You just need to do what's right for you.
Right.
Literally.
Like,
I agree. Totally, I agree. I think like just a little primp, a little pull, a little tuck, a little nip. I got my nose done. I would definitely like do maybe a little touch to my lips.
Are we admitting now what we got
You
done?
don't have to. But like my nose job wasn't like a cosmetic thing. It was like I couldn't fucking breathe. And as you can see, I still can't fucking breathe. Like I'm
I mean, if we're
congested
gonna
as fuck.
talk about that, because I put it on my social media anyways, but like, yeah, I got the girls done.
Period. And they look good as
the
fuck.
twins.
Rio took care of me.
The
So did
Yetis.
Brandon.
No.
But
Okay, that was now that we're talking about it, that was funny as fuck. Like I was dropping you off.
it was a month and a half ago, so mind you.
Recovery was
Still-
quick.
Yeah.
Recovery, like I like was dropping her off and I was like, is this it? I'm like going through the streets of Coral Gables. I'm like, is this it? Like I don't want to drop you off at some random ass spot. So I go in and I'm like, not allowed in. It's VIP.
Oh my God, don't get me started.
You
got-
can't. You,
Mind
you
you, the
gotta
room I
sit
walked in-
outside.
The room, I went through on the first floor, like the main.
You can't go in.
Yeah. Fucking clipboard and everything. What's your name? Who are
Mind
you here to
you,
see?
they're asking
It
if
was
you want to
like-
do social media pictures of your before and after.
Mind you, and I was like, no, thank you.
So I don't know how exclusive it was.
But
but
also
they got a
another
video
pair of
guy.
real ones for taking care of me. What the heck?
I need time, bitch. We got you.
You were like a little grandma.
I
You couldn't
really
open a
was.
door. You were walking around
I was
like.
feeding her with sushi.
But mind you, so this all kind of like relates back to what we were saying when it comes to like whatever cosmetic surgery you want to do. I was very like an all natural girly and I felt confident in myself, but there was always something that I wanted to do, maybe like a little insecurity, not because I wanted to please other people, but I wanted to like just please myself, if that makes
Period.
sense. And then also like someone had told me too, they're like, oh, like maybe you should ask what guys think. I'm like, I'm not doing this for guys.
No one gives a fuck what a man has to think.
I mean, I do, yes and no, but like at the same time, I'm like, if I'm doing something of this procedure that I'm paying out of my pocket
Period.
for, then
It's not cheap.
yeah, then I'm gonna do it for myself because I'm a grown ass adult. I have the money, and it's like, why not? Life is short.
Exactly.
So like
Yeah, if you asked them,
I
they would have
respect
been like, get the G's. Get the
Ew.
H's.
a G. What is a G?
That's
I've
like
seen
out here,
'em.
babe.
Bitch, I thought a double D was big. Like, here I am thinking, I'm like, I don't even know what
Have you seen
alphabet-
the H?
No, I don't know what.
She doesn't know
How
what
many
goes past
letters it
D.
goes up to?
The alphabet, honey.
Triple F.
There's a Z. Is there a Z and a Y? Is there a Z
Yeah.
That's probably custom.
and a Y? Like,
That's probably custom for
Ask
sure.
them.
I don't know, but that's scary.
That is scary. I don't think I would recommend
The amount
that
of
for
back
anyone.
pain you would get, dude. Like,
But the amount of views you would get.
OnlyFans.
You'd be like with those anime girls.
Yes. But if so, like, I've been back and forth with like the size that I've gotten to, but also I have to reconsider like career wise. I want to follow professional modeling, and then everyone's like, okay, like, you know, from this size to this size, like, what's appropriate.
Yeah.
But
Because there's comes a time in like modeling where everything matters.
yeah,
They take measurements of fucking everything. Like
that's true.
and like considering the fact that we're not 6 foot. Like
I am far from
Speak
6
for
foot.
yourself. Speak for yourself.
listen, bitch.
But shout out to my petite models.
Period. 5'8" and under.
Bitch, I'm 5'2".
Okay, 5'7" and
5'3".
under. But yeah, like, so there comes a time where like you're in an agency and they're literally measuring your bust, your waist, your hips, your height, your tits, everything in between. Like
Everything in between.
so it is important to look at that, and that's smart of you to like think about that. But like
In my head, I'm just kind of also following the footsteps. I'm like, I'm not trying to throw shade, but there's a difference between like Instagram modeling and boutique modeling, which you do get money
Yeah.
from, you know,
every
matter of fact. But
Oh,
the
what's her
marketing,
name? The main Fashion Nova girl.
she makes so much money.
she makes so much bread.
Uh,
That I won't deny, but it's also like, what are you trying to follow? What are you trying to pursue? And like, exactly
not
what
your
brands are
vibe.
you trying to connect
Yeah.
with is the
That's-
real
yeah.
thing.
We like stuff like Good American, Skims, Savage X Fenty,
Skims
BS,
and
like
Fenty.
stuff like that. And that's
Put
like
me in Zara.
her. I would walk for Zara. I would fucking love that. That'd be
Dolce
amazing.
and Gabbana.
Wait, Calvin, a shoot for Calvin.
Prada. Let me
Prada
just start naming the name.
Versace.
Prada is actually one of the hardest runways to get into. Even Kris Jenner had a hard time getting Kendall Jenner to walk for Prada.
That I didn't.
And she didn't even get paid for it.
a nepo baby.
She didn't. Prada did not pay a nepo baby to walk in their show.
That's
Good.
crazy.
Good.
I agree.
Did she
good.
deserve it?
No,
No.
she's not that great. I can't. But yeah, let's not let Kris Jenner come for us. Can you pass me a White Claw?
Of course. This one I just opened.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I don't know. Should we take another shot?
Let's take another shot.
On camera? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how you guys are feeling?
The kids want to see.
Show them what you got, Shay.
So Shay's on probably like her 10th shot or something.
No, I'm on my fourth.
Me and Nikki only had one.
Sweetheart.
Poured up.
Okay.
I want to hear a glug glug.
Oh no! That's what we're gonna get to.
What even is this? Is
I
this
better
vodka?
hear a
Oh,
glug
it's
glug.
gin.
It's gin, but
Get your
it
gin
tastes
shot,
good.
bitch.
It tastes like an apple sour candy.
Let's see if we can get it on the microphone.
ASMR.
Actually, I heard it. Like, Shay, did you get yours? Hold on. I have I'm stuck. Okay.
And this is the prime example of Miami living.
It's 10 p.m. on a Wednesday, and 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, and we're taking shots.
But you know what? YOLO. YOLO.
So yeah,
Cheers. Studio
Cheers.
110. You're very
I can't
far,
reach
but
you.
I'm all.
oh,
I
I don't
felt
know
it,
if I
though.
can take this.
Ooh.
It tastes like a sour apple
Ugh.
candy.
Oh my god.
That was
Oh
nasty.
my god. Oh my, I'm drunk.
Okay. Whew. How was that shot, guys?
It was actually good.
It was good. Vibes.
All right. So, if you guys don't have anything to promote, you have something to promote?
My social media.
Okay, promote.
Follow me at Shania Ashley.
Period.
I don't know how to spell that.
Spell it
Is
out.
it
SHANAIAASHLEY. Shania Ashley.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
Shania Twain
But
spells
follow her.
Shania differently, which is actually very funny. My parents, actually, funny fact, when I was born, my parents loved Shania Twain, but they didn't know how to spell Shania, so they added an extra A.
That's why it's like that.
What do you mean? Is it difficult?
Every time I spell out your name to text you, I'm like, SH. I'm
That's
like,
everybody. I don't take it to heart anymore.
She just saved in my phone as Stormy.
Period.
That's my nickname for her.
I got the full government for
After
both of
she
you.
stayed in Studio 110, I felt like I was Kylie taking
I was
care of
her
Stormy.
baby
Period.
bird. I was his baby bird.
So that's another inside joke we have. He's Kylie, she's Stormy, I'm Kendall.
Not them coming for us.
You brought her
Deadass.
up twice now.
I know the whole
bringing her
clan
up.
coming for me. Okay, so promoting stuff. Okay, I have a runway coming up, but that's not really that important. You don't need to come to that.
Of course we do. What are you talking about? The fuck?
Friday, Fashion Light Tour, Miami.
All these events we need to go to. What are you talking about?
Period. And then I think that's it.
Your new EP.
Oh, yeah.
Your new everything.
So I'll be
Hello.
back. I'll be back.
Wake up.
Sorry, I'm faded.
It seems like nobody wants to work around here.
That shot hit me, bitch. So I'll be back here in this studio recording music on my second EP. It's gonna be more of like a pop vibe, super fun because my first EP was like kind of slow, sad vibes. So I want to switch it up. And yeah, just doing things and like modeling and acting and like working, all that. Oh, if you want to follow me, my main Insta is Rio Jade, but the RI0JADE. And then my music page is Rio Jade Music. And of course, follow Studio 110.
Period.
What do you have coming up?
Well, you can follow me at I'm Brandon Dawson. And we have Bad Decisions Miami, which we're all wearing today. This leather
Period.
jacket, her little top, the dress over there. We also provide private styling appointments. Very selective though. And we also have Sold by Brandon, which is my real estate page. And yeah, just stay tuned for all of this shit that we're about to put out.
Period.
Love that.
More and more every day. If we're quiet, we're working.
That part. That part right there.
But yeah, it's great to have you guys. I'm so glad you tuned in, whether it was on our page or Penthouse Studios. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
And bye.
Peace.